saw.
Two wideouts left, two right. Thorne gets the snap, fires it right side, catches made, didn't drop.
The 2024 college football season promised thrills, heartbreaks, and surprises. But amidst all the excitement, a few teams stood out for all the wrong reasons. These teams entered the season with sky-high expectations, but faltered in ways no one saw coming. From unexpected injuries to coaching missteps, we're counting down the year's biggest disappointments. Stick around as we explore what went wrong for these programs and whether there's hope for a brighter future. Before we dive in, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video breaking down the highs and lows of college football. Auburn fans entered the 2024 season brimming with optimism. The Tigers had a promising recruiting class, key returning players, and a new offensive system under head coach Hugh Freeze, which promised explosive playmaking. Coming off a respectable fifth-place finish in the SEC West in 2023, many believed the Tigers were primed to take the next step in their rebuild and contend in one of college football's toughest divisions. However, the season unraveled quickly as Auburn finished with a disappointing 5-7 record, ranking 13th in the SEC and missing out on bowl eligibility. The offense, expected to be the team's strength, averaged just 21 points per game due to inconsistent quarterback play and an offensive line that struggled against elite SEC defenses. Key injuries, including those to Jarquez Hunter and several defensive starters, further crippled the team. The coaching staff faced significant criticism for questionable in-game decisions and an inability to adapt strategically, leaving fans frustrated and doubtful about the program's progress. Despite the disappointing season, Auburn's future shows promise. The 2025 recruiting class is shaping up to be one of the strongest in years, and the young players who stepped up this season gained valuable experience. However, head coach Hugh Freeze faces mounting pressure to deliver results, as doubts linger about his ability to meet Auburn's lofty expectations. The 2025 season will be pivotal in determining the trajectory of the program. The Kentucky Wildcats entered the 2024 season with tempered optimism, aiming to improve upon their previous 7-6 record. With head coach Mark Stoops at the helm, the Wildcats sought to make a significant impact in the SEC East. However, they concluded the season with a disappointing 4-8 overall record, including a 1-7 conference tally, falling short of bowl eligibility. Offensively, the Wildcats faced challenges, averaging 24.3 points per game, placing them in the lower tier of the conference. The departure of quarterback Devin Leary to the NFL left a void that was difficult to fill, leading to inconsistency under center. Defensively, Kentucky allowed an average of 29.4 points per game, struggling to contain both the run and pass against SEC opponents. Injuries and a lack of depth further exacerbated their difficulties, preventing the team from gaining any substantial momentum throughout the season. Looking forward, the Wildcats have secured a solid recruiting class, focusing on bolstering both the offensive and defensive lines. Coach Stoops' experience and resilience provide a foundation for potential improvement. If Kentucky can develop its young talent and address key positional gaps, particularly at quarterback, they may rebound in the 2025 season and strive for bowl eligibility once again. The Utah Utes began the 2024 season with aspirations of contending for the Pac-12 title, building on their strong performances in recent years. Under head coach Kyle Whittingham, the Utes were expected to be a formidable force. However, they finished the season with a 5-7 overall record and a 2-7 mark in conference play, failing to meet the high expectations set before them. Utah's offense struggled with consistency, averaging 25.8 points per game, which was insufficient in a conference known for high-scoring contests. Quarterback play was erratic, and the running game failed to dominate as in previous seasons. Defensively, the Utes allowed 26.5 points per game, a significant drop from their traditional stout defensive performances. Injuries to key defensive players and an inability to generate a consistent pass rush contributed to their struggles. Despite the setbacks, Utah's recruiting efforts have remained strong, with a focus on reinforcing both the offensive and defensive lines. Coach Whittingham's leadership and the program's established culture provide hope for a rebound. With the development of young talent and a return to their physical style of play, the Utes aim to re-establish themselves as contenders in the Pac-12 for the 2025 season. The Oklahoma State Cowboys entered the 2024 season with aspirations of competing for the Big 12 championship. Under head coach Mike Gundy, the Cowboys were anticipated to be a high-powered offensive team. However, they ended the season with a disappointing 3-9 overall record and an 0-9 mark in conference play, missing out on bowl eligibility. Offensively, the Cowboys averaged 27.4 points per game, a decline from previous seasons. Inconsistent quarterback play and a lack of explosive plays hindered their ability to keep up in high-scoring Big 12 matchups. Defensively, Oklahoma State allowed 31.2 points per game, struggling particularly against the pass. The defense's inability to get off the field on third downs and a lack of turnovers were significant factors in their underperformance. Looking ahead, the Cowboys have focused their recruiting efforts on defensive talent, aiming to shore up their secondary and pass rush. Coach Gundy's experience and the program's offensive pedigree provide a foundation for potential improvement. With a renewed emphasis on defense and the development of their quarterback, Oklahoma State hopes to bounce back and compete for a bowl game in the 2025 season. The Florida State Seminoles entered the 2024 season with high hopes, fueled by their 2023 ACC championship. In a top 10 preseason ranking, head coach Mike Norvell had rejuvenated the program, and fans anticipated another strong campaign to cement the team's national prominence. The Seminoles seemed poised for a college football playoff push, boasting a talented roster and a favorable ACC schedule. The season, however, took a disastrous turn. Florida State stumbled to a 2-10 overall record, with only one conference win, 1-7 mark in ACC play. The offense struggled mightily as quarterback DJ Uiagalelei failed to live up to expectations, hindered by an inconsistent offensive line and a lackluster rushing attack. Defensively, the Seminoles couldn't stop opponents, often giving up significant yardage and points. Injuries to key players further derailed the season, leaving the team uncompetitive in most matchups. The collapse was unexpected and marked one of the lowest points in the program's storied history. Despite the setbacks, Florida State is optimistic about the future. Athletic Director Michael Alford has implemented structural changes, including new coaching hires, to address the team's shortcomings. Additionally, young talent within the program offers a foundation for rebuilding. With a strong commitment to revitalizing the football program, the Seminoles aim to restore their reputation as an elite college football powerhouse. And there you have it, the biggest busts of the 2024 season. From unfulfilled expectations to shocking collapses, these teams remind us that nothing is guaranteed in college football. Do you agree with our list, or did we miss anyone? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all things college football. And while you're here, check out our latest video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.